we're shaking our head, as you can see right here. The question is, when does live streaming during an emergency situation go too far? So we've been talking all morning about the tragic events on the Southwest Airlines flight where a woman died. And there was one passenger named Marty Martinez. He was one of the 149 people aboard that plane who decided that as the plane was potentially going down, he was going to order up the Wi-Fi and he was going to broadcast this to the world. Now, he said that he wanted to be able to reach the people he loved, thinking these were his final moments on Earth. But if you want to reach the people you love, you can text with them, or you could pick up the phone. And I mean, if they're probably lower at this point, you can probably call them. This is not communicating with the people you love. This is broadcasting to the world. So it's not the intimate act that he said he was after.
It is his point of view, right, on a crisis that's happening. You know, you always say about people that you can tell what's really in them by what comes out in a crisis. And it was fascinating to me, not only in this story, that was somebody's instinct to go through all the steps to make sure you could broadcast the video. But, you know, we saw this the other day with that cyclone and the couple that were, or into the tornado, and the couple that were driving into it. She kept recording as she's saying to her husband, we're gonna die, this is the one.
But if
it's really vivid footage.
But I'm sorry, he didn't put on the mask the way you're supposed to.
I know.
You're supposed to. We have been spoon-fed this for generations on planes. The one time you are taken to task, you can't do it because you are live streaming the event. So if that is put in place to save your life in the case of an emergency. There's an emergency, and you are not doing what you're supposed to do because you're part of this culture that thinks, I have to show this to people. There is value in this. I don't believe there's value in what
I think it goes back to, right now, we're really trying to figure out how are we supposed to use, you know, these devices, which are so useful in so many ways. But at the same time, it's almost sometimes it has taken us out of reality in some situations, like this one that we saw on the plane. I mean, you're in a situation, emergency situation, the first thing you want to do is save your own life, not record the possibility of your life ending. Thank goodness this didn't happen. But I also understand why he would probably do this, because there have been multiple situations that we've talked about here on the news, where if you didn't record something happening, there may have not been evidence to prove that that thing actually happened.
It's fascinating to me, that instinct. So friends of ours, this happened very recently. They were in a parkade at a hospital, and somebody came after them. They were upset about something in the parking lot. And her first instinct was to hit record, which was good that she did, because then they had the evidence of this woman who later came and assaulted them.
Right.
But I don't know that would be my first instinct, would be to whip out my phone and get a recording of whatever was happening.
And there is value. Yes, of course there's value. There's value in people having that instinct of shooting their camera first, especially as we've heard the instinct that sometimes in the United States there have been police who think to shoot first. Right? So I get that there's very real value there. But then we've also seen the flip side where perhaps there is a fight going on or an accident that's happened, and rather than use their phone to call 911, people use their phone to take a picture of it. Now that to me is sort of the selfish side, because again, it goes, we talked about it in news about the woman who got involved in the drug trade in Australia because she wanted more likes on her Instagram. There is this desire to be part of a narrative.
That's definitely one end of the spectrum. But like I said, I still understand why he may have done this. Was it the right act? Probably not, but it's a learning situation for sure.
Absolutely. You're right.